Welcome, beautiful people. What's up? It's your girl, Stargirl, and we're locked into another powerful episode of Harmony&HU TLIN podcast. We're in the studio with the band that's bringing new, raw metal energy and unstoppable hustle, and they're called ECHOSPINE. Today we've got in the studio, we've got Monks on the drums, JR Rockstar on the vocals, Jake on guitar, we've got Leche on guitar, and we've got Thumps on the bass. Let's give it up for them. These guys just came off of Metalbolic Brewing Company and killed at the After NAMM Party Show in Anaheim on January 23rd, 2026. So let's tap into the journey and the grind and give it up for ECHOSPINE. Let's go. How are you guys feeling tonight?
Pretty good.
Good.
Big chilling.
This episode sponsored by Leche's Drink, fucking Red Bull. It gives
Flamingo
you wings.
edition. And it had to be pink too.
Supposedly it gives you wings. Supposedly. So how are you guys feeling after the After NAMM show? Who wants to take this?
I want to play again.
Can we get NAMM actually
I want to play again.
I think we can handle it.
Yeah. I want to play again.
I think so. Why not? I think you guys shouldn't have opened, right? Like, Monks, what do you think?
I mean, you got to start somewhere, you know? But we did our job, so.
Yeah, I think you guys really, honestly, because I stayed after, and no offense to the other bands, but I was like, oh, I want to see ECHOSPINE again. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know. But what was the energy like from the crowd or the people that you guys met at the show? How did you guys feel about it?
The energy was awesome. We came in there just kind of blindly, and we just pretty much laid everything on the table, and the response back was just, it was great, you know. And even the promoters told us too. He's like, I don't even know why you guys open, you know what I mean? But he took a chance on us, and so now he knows. You know? So, but I mean, you got to every band's got to start somewhere. So we just went out there, all of us. Well, you were there. You pretty much seen what we did, and we just kind of set the bar, and we just kind of set the tone, and we just went in there and just did our thing.
Yeah,
it was great.
It's crazy because you guys haven't even been together that long. How long have you guys been together for?
I've been with ECHOSPINE maybe 2 months, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 months.
All together, how long you guys been together?
So the band itself has been maybe together for a year. But because we've been, you know, in and out with different members and different ideas, so Thumps and I would be the ones, the old ones, the OGs.
We're like the ancients,
you know.
The OG.
But then Jay came in the picture, and then it just made it strong. So now we're basing from that, and then we have the new guys. We're just killing it. You know, we got two amazing musicians who are ripping it up. So I think the new lineup is intense. I think the lineup is ready to kill. We've got a lot of stuff coming up, and hopefully people will enjoy it.
Yeah. You know what, when I see you guys, I know when I do the live interview with you guys, I'm like, oh, yeah, you guys compare yourself, okay, Korn and these influences. I just think you guys are just all together like your own. Like, when I saw you guys at NAMM, because I first saw you at Doll Hut, small venue. When I saw you guys at NAMM, you're everywhere. You're everywhere. You're holding it down. You're killing. You're everywhere. There's people fucking throwing smoke. There's fucking a kid on a tricycle. There's a fucking old guy. Shout out to Dr. Star. He's throwing smoke. There's people with gas masks.
And we got
DeadFoo
like,
in the mix. What the fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah, we got DeadFoo. Yeah.
Going on, yeah.
And it doesn't take away from the music itself. How do you guys find a way to do that, what you guys did at the After NAMM show, and then just like not get distracted or caught up in that? How do you do that? Like, for instance, Jake, how do you get into where you're on this side and you're on this side? How do you get in that and still stay in the pocket? How do you do that?
And on the air, he was flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He was fine. He was fine.
we're performers, you know. Not only are we musicians, so we're performers. When we're on that stage, we're only on that stage for 30 minutes, so we got to make it count, you know. And we practice as much as we possibly can to get locked in, because you know when you're on that stage, you know you gotta split your energy up between playing and performing. So if we get locked in on practicing, which we do, we get hella locked in, then you know we can spare a little bit of energy for performing. And by God, we got a lot of energy performing. That's for sure.
Especially this guy.
Oh yeah.
But I feel it like from you guys. Like when I was zooming in on the drums, it's like you look so calm on the drums. What? Because drummers make these ugly faces. They're just like, you know. How do you keep it so calm when you're drumming?
You know what? I don't think. I don't act.
Me neither.
It's just like it feels natural. You know, it's like just doing something natural. But I think it has to do with the purpose. You know, you're there for a mission, like Jake said. We only have a couple minutes to do whatever we got to do. So we make it count. If you got to toss a stick and do tricks, if you have to run around and do, you know, Zumba class or Kung Fu Jake or disappear and, you know, teleport with thumbs, you know. But, you know, the main point is, I see it this way. If you go to a show and you see a band and you've got the first 10 seconds, you start to either not like the band, decide to turn around and go get some more drinks, go to the restroom. So those first 10 seconds, you either have to attract the person to stay there or you're done.
Yeah.
So that's what counts.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the main thing. And a lot of bands don't have that.
No.
And those who do, they're up there.
Yeah.
So, you know.
We catch eyes.
Plus the fact that, you know, what we do is for all the haters. That's number one. My number one fans.
Number one fans, the haters.
Were you gonna add on to that?
Yeah, well, you know, it's basically it's just enjoying the moment, enjoying what we do, and for like those 30 minutes or less, we just broadcast to people what we like to do, what we enjoy doing, and then we might have some crazy ideas like having a kid with a mask, you know, strolling around with some creepy music on the background, and be like, what? See, but like Monkeys were saying, that was like the first 20 seconds of the show, and so people was like,
Because who else does that? Nobody does that.
No.
right?
And it could come off gimmicky. If some people do certain things, you're just like, oh my God, this is such like a gimmick. Like, but the way it does, like when he came out and you hear the creepy music, you're like, okay, this is cool. This is a metal show. And that's why it kind of sucks, because then it fades away because the other bands aren't doing that. So you set the bar kind of high.
Well, we didn't
Unfortunately, no disrespect.
We didn't intend to do that.
No.
We just
We
do
didn't
what
plan
we
it.
No
It just happened.
disrespect, because like
Yeah.
I said, when I first saw you guys at the Doll Hut, small venue, right? Then I see you guys there. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Right.
They didn't come to play. They came to really have
Well, I
fun.
think what it is that we're just pretty much like big stage deprived. You know what I mean? So when you went to the Doll Hut, we're just like sardines.
Yeah,
and
we
it's just-
deserve the big stage.
Yeah, you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like the Doll Hut's like, okay, this is my spot. This is Thumper's spot.
guitar
This
like
is all
this.
of our spots. So as soon as we got that NAMM, you seen, I was
Hitting
just
my head
like
on the
the
monitors.
Zumba. I was just going back and
You
forth. Back
were
and forth.
on top of the speakers. Like at one point, your crotch down. I want to talk about your vocals too. How do you get? Because I've talked to you before the show and after. What do you use for your vocals? Do you use a special mic? Is that you?
No, it's all me. Yeah. I like to pretty much just I'm not like an actual trained singer. You know, I just know how to do the low ends and the high ends, and I just know how to control it properly in that type of environment. And, you know, and plus there's adrenaline and everything. It just kind of just goes hand in hand. Plus I've been doing it for like so long, just like these guys. We've all been doing it for so long. It just kind of just comes naturally. You know, and you know, it just goes hand in hand, and you know, it works out pretty good.
Damn. I just think like because you wear a mask on stage, I'm like, what is he? Does he have a voice changer in the mask? Like, what is he pressing?
No.
You know, like I was like low key thinking that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I was like, how does he like do those screams and then be able to just like talk and communicate after?
It's just years of just doing it, you know, and just to knowing how to use your diaphragm to project, and you know, it just comes
Sure, but people still lose their voice.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a proper way to take, you know, when you go to a baseball game or like a football game and people are like yelling and screaming and then we come back and they sound all hoarse and everything, you know,
Yeah.
because they're not screaming properly, you know, and it's just like, okay, well, how do you scream? There's a certain technique that you do to scream and project because you can mess up your vocal cords, you know, you really can. That's why,
true.
you know, after when they come back, they sound really, you know, hoarse and everything. It's just years of just
Do
doing
any
it.
of the guys backup sing with you guys? I didn't notice anything. No
Not
backup
yet.
vocals?
We're because you know, let's
Working
say
on it.
Jake. Yeah, they're so new. We're getting to that point. You know, I would love to have backing vocals. You know, at some point that would be great. But yeah, we're gonna get to that point. But you know,
Drums come back.
no, he's not gonna do that. But
I do backing for my other two bands. I can do it for a third.
Nice.
yeah, we're getting to that
Check
point.
this out. My other two bands.
Wow.
I can do it for
Are
you.
you guys are in other projects, right? Are you in another project?
I am not.
Okay. Are you?
No.
You're in another
I am,
project.
yes,
You're with
yes,
COATL.
I'm COATL.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? COATL.
Shout
Shout out
out.
to them.
Shout out to
Follow
them,
them and
too.
everything.
Got to see, you
Co-
know.
at COATL Music, and we are playing somewhere in San Diego on the 13th, I think. Yeah.
Why is it gonna be? I don't
Good
know.
plug. Good
Yeah,
plug.
I'm trying to
Plug that
remember.
shit. I ain't mad. We ain't mad here. So, and then you're in other two projects.
Yes, I'm in two other bands, VooDooHammer and Massacutor. As a matter of fact, within the next couple of days, my band VooDooHammer will be releasing their very first single to be streamed on the airwaves and Bandcamp. And then Massacutor has been around for like a year and a half. I've been with them like coming up on like 7 months. At this moment in time, our next show next week is going to be at the Valley Rocks, and it's going to be the very first show with our brand new drummer.
Oh,
I used to be the drummer, but now
Oh.
I'm moving to second lead guitar and
Cool.
backing vocals as well.
Cool. Well, we'll have to plug that too. Send me all that info. I can plug it on the Harmony&HU TLIN Instagram, and we're gonna make sure to plug
And believe
you
it or
guys.
not, that's how we met Jake. We played at the Universal Bar and Grill.
The unit. This is the second time on
Yeah.
this podcast at the fucking Universal Bar and Grill.
Yeah,
It's been
It's
mentioned.
where it
Yeah.
all it's
And
where
I
it
think that was
starts.
our second show.
That was our second show.
Yeah, our second show ever.
Shout out Universal Bar and Grill.
Echo
Yeah.
Spine,
Raymond.
Raymond
Echo
Campbell.
Spine
Thank you,
played
bro.
after Massacutor, and
Yeah.
that's when I saw y'all. That's when I met y'all for the first
I love
time.
it.
Yeah,
Is that when I did the fog?
Yeah,
Were you there too?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah?
night you did the fog for the first
did
time,
you
and that was
do
the
it?
first time we met
That
him and
was him.
Massacutor.
No shit.
I was
Yeah,
me doing the fog.
he was doing the fog. Yeah,
No
yeah.
shit.
But that was the first time we met Jake.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because we played at his band Massacutor, and then it just kind of
Yeah.
just went from there.
I used to be their fog man.
No.
Yeah.
swear to God, I did
yeah,
fog for
yeah.
like
Our
3
second
shows
show
or something
ever
like that.
at the Universal Bar and Grill, he was our fog man.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's already like a bunch of you guys. Are you guys adding any new people to the band? Shit.
What you saw on the NAMM is not like it wasn't like planned that way. 3 of those guys aren't officially a part of the band. They just kind of were just happy and just trading off the fog and everything. But this is the official members right here.
I loved it. Like
It was fun.
Those
Everybody had fun.
guys, shout out to them. Like when I'm like recording and one's coming up the aisle and he's like behind me in the gas
Yeah,
mask. I'm
that's-
like, what the fuck?
You gotta be a
that's,
fog man before you
That's
can join
Aaron.
Echo
Shout out to
Spine.
Aaron.
It's like it's such a fun time and it's good metal. Your breakdowns are good. It's in the pocket. It's like just really what you want. I've been influenced by metal since I was 6 years old. My brother was a skater. I listened to Metallica. I listened to Motorhead. I listened to a lot of metal growing up. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I did. So I know what I want to hear in breakdowns and like heavy riffs and things like that. And you guys deliver like bass lines. I was a bass player. I always look at the bass player, and I was a vocalist. So it's like I always like when I hear that, like I'm like, oh my god, yes, it touches my heart. You know, like oh my god, I know I didn't look like it, but I love it. Like I'm here for it. So wait, so how the name ECHOSPINE? Who wants to touch on that? How did that name come up? Let's go. Who wants to touch on it?
Monks.
Let's go, monks. Come on, monks.
So you know, when we had other members, we had we were trying to find the best way. I believe it had a multiple meaning for it, and at the time, we were very tight on schedule, and the name ended up fitting. Obviously, it can mean anything. Doesn't really have a big meaning to what it is. Echo, you can resonance from everybody's history, everybody's life, the experience, and then spine is where we're holding it down. You know, just the main thing. But you know, it's not meant to have a meaning. It's meant to have a resonance to what people want to make it. You know, just like when you hear Korn, when you hear Slipknot, when you hear Deftones, you know, people make it what they want, and that's the main point.
It's about the association.
Exactly.
The name means a sound.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like that. I feel like you guys like have that whole like Deftones, but then I hear Korn. I hear so many elements. What makes all the elements for you guys? Like, what are your biggest influences?
I mean, I think we just have like between all five of us, we have like so many different, you know, influences, and it's just all brewed in the same pot, and this is what you get. You know, I love Korn, I love Deftones, I love that whole type vibe. But you know, he could like, you know, it just all comes together. You know, so it's a really good concoction that just it's brewed in the same pot, and this is what you get.
Do you want to add to that?
I love Sade.
You love Sade? Oh my god, me too.
I love Sade.
Sade.
I'm a huge fan of Sade. I love it. I love Sade so much.
It's funny because I even in the samples, when we tried to make these samples work, it's not just to you know, break the ice. It has a story. It has a meaning. So we involve a lot of hip hop, a lot of weird stuff. You know, Sade, Wu-Tang, Ice Cube, you know, everyone from Tupac. So it's all involved into everybody's experience. And then we bring, you know, new metal to like hard metal, Lamb of God, you know, Slayer,
Hey Breed.
classic rock, even like Spanish music is involving. Right. But you know, the main point I think is just the opportunity we have to have five guys being able to be creative and bring something out of it. That's like the challenging part, and that's the good part. And we're noticing that people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
So that's like the cool part. You know, I get people like family members, and they're interested because they're like, hey, that song that starts with that, you know, whatever sound or whatever beat. And it's weird because we focus on just trying to make a good show, trying to, you know, get the mission done. But whatever these guys do, just, you know, they give it more flavor.
Yeah.
Just bring a little style to it, you know. He brings his little style to his weird little.
I bring everything.
Yeah,
I could talk on and on about it. My influences. I listen to freaking everything from from Cannibal Corpse to Kesha. I love all of it. And legit, bro. I love Kesha. And she'll be in the same playlist. Has like cattle decapitation, bro.
Yep.
I love all of that.
That's so like the whole point of this podcast is Harmony and Hustle. Like we've had people from karaoke. We've had people sing a mashup of medleys, right, Hex? We've had fucking everybody come here. My boy Carlos played fucking sax here to a fucking like. I think music is like, what would life be without music? We clean to music. We drive to music. In an elevator, there's elevator music. We go to the store, there's music playing. What would like, there's a music for a breakup, for depression, for fucking when you're hype, you happy when you're making money, you at work and shit. You have music for everything. Yeah. You know? And I think that like how you guys are saying all your influences is crazy. It's like you're saying Sade, Deftones did a B-sides and rarities covered a lot of Sade. You know, it's like hip hop influences, jazz influences. It's a huge part of life is music. You know, I hope the day that I die and go to the angels where I belong, I have music on my deathbed, because that's how it is. You know.
Well, there is funeral music out there.
What?
There is funeral music out there.
There's music
I mean, there's music for
I'm
everything.
gonna write the album for my funeral. That's what I'm gonna do.
There's funeral music, grocery music, boom boom music.
I'm not even gonna
making baby music,
baby.
right?
I'm not even gonna show up to my own funeral. I'm gonna be like 30 minutes late. Fool's dead. He's 30 minutes late.
Typical
Come on,
vocalist
man.
activities.
Yeah, he's barely waking up.
Who are these midgets?
This guy.
Let's not even go
This
about
guy.
funerals, dude. We had a comedian in here. He was talking about, oh man, me and my homie have this pact that we both have to go to the gym. I'm like, why? He goes, because if the other one dies, we have to tell each other secrets.
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
oh hell no. Like no, hell no. Oh my god, imagine that. That's crazy. So what's next for you guys? What do you guys want to do? Like, not like actually what's next, because we'll get into the actual if you feel free, want to speak freely about it. But what's next? What do you guys want to see ECHOSPINE like really, really do? Because this is a manifestation studio. It's like magical and shit. They call me Star Girl because I'm like, woo, Harry Potter, Black Harry Potter. But seriously, like, where do you guys want to see yourself in the next like 2-3 years?
Touring, recording, that's what I want to see.
Any EPs coming out?
Well, all that is
It's in the
we're
works,
like
yeah.
so brand new that everything is like everything is about to happen.
Yeah.
We just need to decide like when to, how to, where to
Yeah.
go into it, and then it'll happen. But like as of this point, I guess like what we really want to do and focus on is trying to find or write public. Like I'm not saying that we're just metal or new metal. But like there's a certain market for everything. So say like you go to a certain store for certain things, right? So we want to go to the places, the shows that will hold what we have to bring and enhance that culture and the genre. That's what we want to do. We want to be at the right place with the right bands, with the right people, with the right crowd. We want to connect with people that likes what we do. That's basically like our number one priority is connect with the people that likes what we do.
Yeah. I think you guys are doing that so far, right?
Yeah.
Fucking NAMM. You guys did talk about the what is called Metalbolic. How did that go? Like, did you guys get to even at NAMM? You guys got to network with a lot of great people, right?
Absolutely. With Metalbolic, shout out to Fresco from
shout out to you
Metalbolic.
guys.
Yeah, we played Metalbolic in Ontario, and at first we were like pretty much the feature artists, and then we were like, well, what happens if we bring a show? Let's bring some bands and everything. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So we did it, and it turned out really, really good. Ontario is pretty far, and the scene out there is pretty good.
Yeah.
And we even have a sponsor now. He's so into us. He was even at NAMM too, sponsoring us. So major shout out to him, Fresco, and that was a game changer. And it's just pretty much just where we put ourselves to put the product out there, and people just gravitate towards us. And we with bands, with breweries or venues or promoters, whatever, it's just everything's just been a super blessing. We're so super grateful and humble for everything that comes our way. We've only been a band less than a year. That's crazy, and we're just out there doing our best we can and trying to support all the bands along the way, and it's been a trip. It's been really crazy. I can't explain it. Even me and Monks were talking about it too. It's like this band is just taking off like pretty fast, and we're just very humble and we're just very grateful, and we're just along for the ride.
I'm having a hell of a time in this band. I love this band.
I think it's it shows the hard work, creativity, and how much these guys are professional in their own craft. So I mean, you can put anybody and anything in, and if you don't love your craft and you don't love your tools and you don't put devote yourself into handling your tools, people are gonna listen to that. Yeah. It's like I said, the first 10 seconds when you go to a show, and if you think the band is crap, like you said, you had your own opinion about NAMM, the rest of the bands. To me, they were great. Yeah. And then some people feel like, hey, they weren't up to par to their taste. But, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that we're trying to do everything possible. And we want people to say, you know what, it was worth every dollar to being there, whether it was from like the lights to these guys fucking taking laps.
We're gonna start our own Zumba class.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We got the tracksuits after all.
I know.
This guy.
Jake Davis.
Yeah.
So I need to get my steps in.
That's the most important. And then not only that, but we are now picking up so much love and support from people, and in the most humblest way. We're very thankful. Shout out to Dee, our exclusive photographer.
Hell yeah! Shout out
absolutely.
to fucking Dee.
She puts in the work, and she helps us out. She does multiple jobs. Friends and families who are there with us.
Yeah, Dee makes us look
100%.
She makes us look like we know what we're doing.
Oh, hey, let me tell you something. Y'all got a solid ass photographer.
Yeah,
I like her.
Yeah.
I saw her show. I was like, yeah, bitch, I might reach out and get me.
And believe it or not, the first time we met her was when the first time I met Jake at the Universal Bar and Grill. Yeah, and that was our second show ever. And then it was just pretty much, she was like, she saw something in us, and she's with us, and we're super grateful.
I did see
but
her.
yeah, that at the Universal Bar and Grill was the day we met Denise and we met Jake, and then
I remember she was taking pictures.
That was the first time we met her, and it's just been like that ever since. So
original Fog
she's
Man.
so cool.
Yeah.
I enjoy, like I was telling Jara one time, I was like, your ECHOSPINE family, because I've been in metal shows, I've been in pits, I've gotten my shirts ripped off, and it's a different climate now, and you guys are like so not creepy and so really good, humble guys. From a girl, that's a compliment, by the way.
I hope so.
Be creepy in your own time. Jake will be creepy with your girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. No. But I'm just saying, if you're into that stuff, I'm just saying. Anyways, but it's just like, no.
Show her some titties, man.
Yeah. But you guys aren't creepy. You guys are like good guys in a metal scene, and like are humble and are actually really good. And it's like, it takes you back, like, oh, okay, cool, I'm safe here,
I hope so.
No, I'm being very legit right now. I'm serious. Like, I have a tendency to meet other bands, and shout out to the other bands. I haven't met any creepy ones, but like I said before, when I was younger and I'd go to shows, I've been in pits and had my shirt ripped off and like been violated as a woman. So you guys, women go through that at those type of shows. Yes, in the pits, yeah, they do. I've had guys say, hey, let me throw you my shirt.
Yeah, we try to maintain professionalism, with the family and with fans and everything. We're not out to be like rock stars and stuff like that. We're just super humble and super grateful.
This is how we are in practice.
Yeah, we look out for everybody. If we don't even know you, we'll still look out for you. That's why we're gravitating towards these bands. You know what I mean? Because we're just open arms with everybody, and that's just the way how it should be. It should be common sense just to be like that all across the board.
Yep.
And it makes a difference because people, like, you have a girl photographer, me coming to see you guys' shows, it makes a difference because you don't know how many women that love metal that might be hesitant, but they still think like, oh God, these guys are good and they're good people.
Absolutely.
It makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. So yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah. Thank you for not being creeps.
Shout out to you guys.
Except for this guy. Except for
I'm the biggest creep.
Oh yeah,
I am creepy.
But you're the best creep. Yeah, high five. You're a good creep.
See, I got my ways to be creep.
Yeah. He's like, he pop locks and then he creeps. He's like, what's up, girl? And then he like moonwalks backwards. It's like, all right, girl.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, just don't dislocate your hip.
Yeah. How do you not dislocate your hip when you're running around stage?
Well, you know, I just teleport. I just levitate like a ninja.
Dumps will disappear. You see him in one place, and then he'll disappear to another. See, out of my view as a drummer, like these guys, oh man, these guys just are insane. You know, they have a show. Each of them, you know, they're very creative. But Dumps, this guy, he just disappears. I see him, and then he pops up, and then he's like, and then he gives me that look, you know, and it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like everybody's feeding off the same energy, you know, and it's badass because you have no time to say I'm tired. You have no time to say, you know, take a breath because you look at Jay and he's like running laps.
Yeah.
And then
he starts that fucking fire.
and then Jake starts doing
Jake
the
Davis.
kung fu Jake. I don't know if you know this with the
two
finger.
The
Jumping,
two
dance, and all that
Man,
kind of
it's
stuff.
crazy.
That's just
I
signature
like it
move.
because you'll be really fucking into it, dude. I see
Yeah.
it. I'm like, oh my god.
I always
That's
gotta
what it's
look
all
out for
about.
him because I can't see him because I gotta look down. Oh, there he is.
Right. You know,
I don't want to step on him. I don't want to squash him. So I gotta look out for him.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool for me.
And then I gotta move out of his way and fucking kicking. I like this guy.
That's how it is.
I like him. Badass guitar player right here.
Thank you.
Oh shit! Oh my god, that's so funny. So teleportation.
Right.
You don't stand up on it. You're running around. You're observing everything, and you start the fight.
See, and that's probably like the biggest pet peeve that we four have against this guy.
Oh, what?
He is sitting the entire set. Through the whole show, he's just sitting.
Yeah, he just sitting down.
While we do all
guy,
these laps
you know?
and appear and disappear, teleport, and then
Teleport.
go airborne and everything, and this guy's just sitting.
Yeah, it's hard. He's just on his ass, not doing shit. Like, what the fuck, you know?
But I got a comeback.
I'm putting in my steps, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm doing.
And I gotta watch. I'm just like,
I gotta
shit,
get
I put in
10,000
like
steps a
2,000
day.
steps, you know what I mean? You're just chilling, you know, observing, you know?
See, this is the thing. These guys are like, you know, when you have the military and they're out shooting, you got the sniper, you got the infantry out, you got the guy putting bombs.
There's some goofy ass
and I'm the
military
one,
stuff.
and I'm the one with the tank.
There you go.
Just
There you go.
chilling.
You know,
chilling.
so
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was a good one. I like
That's
that one.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
listen to him.
Yeah, don't
So you
listen
got
to
it.
me.
One with the tank.
I come up with the weirdest stuff.
Jake, what do you have? What weapon do you have? He's got the tank. You've got you're shooting with your guitar.
He's the artillery. They're both artillery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I could probably be the bomber.
Yeah.
What was his new nickname? I forgot.
The
Butcher. The
The
Butcher.
Butcher.
Oh, you're the
Butcher.
butcher.
He's the butcher. He's
the
I
butcher
love
now.
it.
He's the
Where did that
butcher.
come from? Is that from a movie?
I don't
The
know.
Butcher.
He just looks like a butcher.
Oh, okay.
So when I get on that stage, I just kill it.
That's
There
right.
we go.
That's right.
Kicking and shit.
So in all your shows that you guys have done, what would any of you say is like the best performance you've had so far?
For me, I think it's between either the brewery one. That one was cool. That was a badass show, and NAMM, obviously, you know. But
Yeah.
for me, I think the brewery one was really good. I like that one. That was a fun night. That was a fun show too.
What did you like most about it? Was it because I did see the footage? Was it the setup? How it was?
It was the setup, the
Yeah.
playing, you know, me and him, you know, we worked together really well with the
That's
guitars,
good.
and you know, no issues, no egos, no nothing. You know, we worked, you know, so. I thought, you know, I like playing with this guy. I like this
I
guy a
love
lot.
that. When I saw you guys at NAMM, like set up, how you guys were like GI Joes unite. Like you guys were
Yeah.
just like boop 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 boop,
We're like the
setting up
Power
for
Rangers, you know.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
morphin' time, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like you guys come together like one big like Megazord.
Yeah.
You guys put everything. You guys are on it. Okay, sound check. Boo 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 boo. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, they're just setting up. They're ready, like you said, like for a battle,
Yeah.
ready to go. You gotta kind of take, like you said, the 30 minutes. That time, it's that compact time where you guys gotta give it your all,
Yep.
right?
Right, and then you know, I think that one thing that we are still working on, but that it has helped us a lot when it comes down to like coming as one. set up is pre-setup.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody should be like I always say, I only care about me. Oh, that was like
We know that.
right? So meaning that I should have everything that I need and something I don't to back up my show because I can only do me. He like as soon as we park, this guy was already setting up his drum set.
know.
This guy was like checking on his mask, making sure the batteries work. These guys just have like their little pedals and all electronics and whatever that they need to be on top of, you know. So like being ready on your own craft helps a lot
Yep.
for everybody to be ready. And then once we all ready with our own, then we can start helping out each other.
We're all a team. Yeah. It's like Denise. She just doesn't take pictures. She sets up lights.
Yeah.
She, breaks down.
I saw that
everything.
too. She does help you guys. I mean, super shout out to her. Her and I have been messaging. She's such a cool chick. Like, getting to know her, getting to know you guys. Like I said, like being part of this ECHOSPINE family that's growing, right? You guys are on a great trajectory with what you're doing. And I can't wait to see more of what you guys are doing, your side projects. Go for it.
Speaking of family growing,
Who's pregnant? You're pregnant?
No.
Oh my God, Thompson's pregnant.
I only look pregnant though. I've been looking pregnant for years.
Looks like he's about to have a litter.
It's about 3 months.
That's like that's a
See,
keg.
the day that I don't look pregnant, worry about me. And my health is compromised. I'll take that to my grave.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Okay, so speaking of family growing, we have one more sponsor, Toxic Doom.
Yes. Oh my
Toxic
God,
Doom.
shout out to them.
You guys are awesome.
Was it
Chris from Toxic Doom.
Oh.
Absolutely. Chris from Toxic Doom, he sponsored us at NAMM. Solid guy.
Yep.
Solid dude.
Yeah.
So family's growing.
Yeah.
Family's growing.
Yeah.
Metabolic, toxic. So it's, you gotta say the proof is in the pudding at this point, right? If you're going on this trajectory and all these doors are opening up and all these people are like believing in your stuff,
Pretty much.
the proof is in the fucking pudding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not just like with bands, the promoters, because how we met Fresco, from Metalbolic, we played and he saw what was brought to the table and he was just, he was like, wow, there's something here, and so he wants to work with us. We want to work with him. It's all about networking, with bands, with promoters, with venues. I'm so grateful. We are so grateful for meeting Chris from Toxic Doom and Fresco.
Shout out to
You know what I
them.
mean? It's just, this is just the beginning. You know? It's like that snowball effect. You just let it go, and then it just kind of just, we're just humble. That's all what it is. The bottom line, we're very humble. What we bring to the table is something unique, and we want to bring as many people as we can on this ride with us.
And the dope part that I did notice from the NAMM the after NAMM show, which was great, was the response people gave you guys after. Like, legit, other bands, the promoters, like they were just like, hey, what's up? Can we talk to you guys?
Yeah.
Because that's when like, how does that feel for you guys when you guys have people come back to you and give you that?
Feels good,
feedback?
actually. Feels real good, yeah, because you're doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not only that, the intro with the bike, the fog, I was nervous, but then as soon as Monks hit that intro,
But you
I was
guys
like,
could
I'm
still
ready,
suck. If somebody, you can have all the fog and light and lasers in the world. I'm going to keep it real.
Yeah, that
You
is
can
true.
have all the fog. You can have 3 monkeys on the stage. You got bitches with their titties out and still suck.
We're aiming for that one.
We're aiming for that.
That one might happen actually.
Don't tempt us for that. Next thing you know, there gonna be no fog, man. It's gonna be
I
like
know,
titty
right?
women.
we have some go dancers on cages. You know what I'm
I'm just saying. And you can still suck.
Right.
Right? You be like, oh, this is cool. And they be like, oh, let's go home.
Yeah, but you know what? Wait. One thing I would like to say that we do work hard.
Yeah.
When we're in the studio and it's closed doors, we put in work. And,
Yep.
sometimes it'll be to challenge each one of us. you know, 'cause sometimes, you know, we don't know certain stuff, so we end up learning. And I think that is the factor that makes this band, the fact that everybody wants to work and nobody wants to take the easy route, you know? And everybody's open to do many things. And we'll try it. You know, sometimes I don't want to work and it'll sound like shit. And then sometimes it's going to be like, damn, this is like the hit. But, you know, it's the whole contribution of everybody putting their little 10% to what's going to become 100%, you know? And then now that we have like the sponsors, you know, it just makes you, it humbles you more than what we already are. But then again, it makes us more serious to what type of product we're bringing to the table. So now that we have more people supporting us, helping us, watching us, we need to step it up, you know? So we're kind of like on that route. You know, always stepping up and trying to make the game harder for ourselves. Just
you guys are doing great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jake, you're in other bands, but what do you like? What do you think, like, with that ECHOSPINE family or the band? Like, what is it that you bring that's unique?
Myself, I don't know. I mean, all of us are, you know,
because you're the youngest one in the band, right?
He's the baby.
Yeah, I really am. I'm
He
only
really
22.
is the baby.
Oh, shit.
I'm in a
Wait,
grandpa.
you're what? You're 22?
I'm 22. I'm in a band with some grandpas. That's what I'm in right now.
Get the blood bath. We're going to drain them tonight.
He had to go there.
Vampire.
Well, I bring that energy, you know. I help add that energy to the bands, you know, because I'm on that stage. I'm dancing around. I'm prancing around. I'm doing whatever I feel like. At the same time, I'm absolutely ripping the guitar. And musically, you know, I bring, you know, I've been listening to Slipknot's what got me into guitar. So that kind of stuff.
Pretty
like
soon
that,
you guys are going to be Slipknot when you add more members.
honestly, that high energy music, you know, from like the self-titled Iowa type shit.
Was like my.
That's what
let's
got
not
me
even
into
go
guitar.
there.
That album's what got me into guitar. So that kind of stuff, that high energy, you know, just 100-mile-an-hour brick wall to your face kind of deal. That's what I'm all about. So that's just.
And, you know, I just want to say, you know, shout out to you, Jake. You know what I mean? You know, when stuff was hitting us pretty hard, and we needed someone to step up, you know, you really step up to the plate, man. You know, so that was pretty
I
dope.
just love helping people. That's just how I am as a person.
Yeah, but
when
now
music is also involved in that, of course.
Yeah. You know, no, kudos to Jake. You know, he may be young, but he knows his stuff.
Oh yeah,
and we're so grateful to have him, you know, to step up and to bail us out, you know, from some really
some stuff that's happening.
Yeah, some stuff that's happened, you know, that we don't want to talk about, but you know, I just.
We don't talk about Bruno.
it's there, but it's not. But you know, kudos to him for stepping up to the plate, and especially Leche too. You know what I mean? You know, they came in when we needed, you know, the help, and
Leche's got that finger work too. I mean,
yeah. These guys, you know, they bailed us out. You know, from the guitar end, you know, it's pretty dope from this side of the room. You know, so. You know,
well, it's because like when there's not, I've been in a band before. When there's not cohesion, you could feel it.
Yeah.
Off the rip.
Yeah.
You could feel it. You can feel when somebody's out the pocket.
Yes.
You can feel when somebody has the ego in the band and they want to do their own thing and not stay in the pocket.
I don't feel it here with this group of gentlemen.
Hell no.
Yeah, and you know, with us, there's really there's no leader. Like it's just ideas. You know what I mean? Like it's just like if he has idea, great, let's go. If he's got an idea, let's go. You know what I mean? It's just like it's always been transparent to make it work. You know, and that's how every band should work. You know, but
and it's not just the guitar players like thumbs. Oh, what do we play like this?
Yeah.
Or you know, monks. Hey, try this or add this little sound, whatever. We do it, and we're like, oh, fuck, that sounds good. Yeah,
and then it goes to you guys, and then he makes it even cooler, and then he makes it even cooler, and then it comes back to me, and then I just start singing, and that's pretty much
the bass player's okay.
I'm the bass. I was a bass player in my band, so I'm always like, without the bass, what is a band?
The bass player's okay.
Nothing.
He's all right.
But, you know,
He's
that's
all
just me.
And then like everything else, with like the mask and like the lasers and the fog, that's all like theatrics and
But
everything.
like I said, you guys could have the theatrics and it could blow. Like you're like,
yeah.
that was cute, and then they get on it like, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. We never really wanted to be that plug and play band, because do you know how many?
You guys come with it on top of it.
Yeah.
Because when that note, and then you guys play that track, that little creepy, and then it comes in, you're like, oh, okay, they came in.
Yeah, we legit want to come out, with the show. We don't want to hear anybody sing about how they broke up with their girlfriend and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you know what I mean? Do you know how many bands in LA are doing the same thing that we are? We just want to do something a little bit different. Add a little bit of spice.
We have issues.
Yeah, we just want to do something a little bit different, and I think it's just coming along perfectly.
Yeah, we all bring our flavor, we all bring our styles, we all bring our, So.
Yeah, you guys are in the pocket.
We are, but along the way too, we meet these great musicians, these other bands like Invile.
Oof. Oh my God, I was gonna bring them up. Shout out to Invile.
Like Invile and Max, Savannah, Will. Those guys are like
Savannah, big ups, Max. Those
absolutely,
cats.
like meeting those type of people. They need to get that recognition. You know what I mean? And it's so dope that we get to meet them and Taro, Kyle. Like we meet so many great bands out there, and it's just
Vulture Blood,
Enrique.
Shout out.
There's so. I mean, we meet so many great bands, and we're just all about supporting. You want to be a supporting band? We are the supporter band.
I love that. This is what this podcast is really all about. It's like showcasing people and bands that want to keep going and that believe in their selves and just keep pouring and keep that hustle and that harmony in their heart, because it's like at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Like, we could all go to war tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
Did we just notice a little commercial for your podcast? Harmony and Hustle.
Yeah. No, sponsored by Red Bull, by the way. No, Don Julio. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, like, that's what it's all about. Is that? Thank you, Leche. Sponsored by Leche. Toma tu leche. No, I'm just kidding. But that's what it's all about. Like, if you can't, there's so much hate, like, in that music industry, or people like, and it's like, what would happen if people would look at it differently to include more people, right? Yeah. What there doesn't need to be a lack. It could be more of a collaboration.
Absolutely.
So that's a great way of looking at it. And on that note, have you guys had any crazy like fan interactions? Like any fans trying to like
No.
I think you know what? I think right now we're just reaching the point where we're getting noticed by a lot of big people, people that are willing to take the chance and give us, place to play, opportunities. I think right now for that, I don't think we're in that focus, because we're about to hustle.
Yeah.
And that's like, for one, the first thing we're trying to do. You work hard, you play hard. Yeah. But I think, like we were mentioning earlier, building a community with all these bands is not only going to help us, but it's going to help the rest of the bands. And it's going to develop what, I don't know if, I'm pretty old, but back in the 2000s when nu metal was around, we were playing at like backyard shows. And we would have a metal band, and we would play with like punk bands, ska bands, and it'd be a whole community coming around. So, nobody cared how you dress, how you spoke, what you do. And it was all about having a good time. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like the main thing that we're trying, I guess, bring back, if in a sense. Yeah. Just, bringing a community, everybody to have fun. And that's the main point. That's what we're working real hard for.
I like that. That's great. I really like that.
But back to your question, I saw some titties backstage one time.
Here we go, titties.
Yeah. You didn't tell us? You didn't call us?
Yeah, but the titties were thumbs.
Elijah.
It was thumbs.
You had to come.
No. Was that girl titties or men's titties?
I know, right? You gotta
Thumper
be
titties.
We'll leave that up to you.
That was thumbs. Lights were out.
But that was the coolest fan interaction.
Yeah, Jay was drunk.
But it's not what I was expecting, but it happened. And
you're like, praise the Lord.
If it was guys or girls, I'll leave it up to you.
Shout out to JR for letting us
Yeah,
know.
you weren't even there.
I thought we were brothers.
And there were elbows. He's like, there were 2 elbows like this, but I could have
Yeah.
swore they were titties.
I didn't expect it. I just walked into it and I was like, okay, this is
I'm staying here for a minute.
She's like, it was 2 elbows.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. I'm just passing through.
I wish I was there.
I know, me too, man. Well, you were super busy trying to go to eat something.
No, I was starving.
Well, I was talking to little Miss Deadly Z that was on here last time. Shout out
Oh,
to her.
Pam.
Yeah,
Pam, yeah.
Pam.
Pam.
She was like, I have had girls try to fucking do all. She's a girl, so you have girls that try to do things with other girls. I guess they feel safe, but I just had to ask. So, okay. My next question as we get closer to wrapping this up. What is next for you guys? Anything you would like to share that is coming up next that we could plug on the podcast, anywhere people can find you, and then we'll go into like socials and everything like that. What do you guys want to talk about?
So we can pretty much just lock it in right now. We're playing with Orgy
At the whiskey.
at the Whiskey Go Go. Yeah, June 19th. Yeah. So we just pretty much got that locked in. So that's gonna be a very interesting show, to say the least.
Very interesting,
Because
Is that happening?
June 19th.
Okay,
June
so
19th.
June
sometime,
19th.
guys.
Yeah, it's about a good 5 months from now. We just locked that in. I think we fit that genre, and it's gonna be a pretty dope show. I think NAMM was a starting point. That just pretty much solidifies that we can pretty much play on a big stage like that.
Yeah.
We're not that saying we can't play like the smaller venues and everything, because we're so down, but we're ready for that next step, and that's the next thing we're gonna do pretty much.
But not to take away the rest of the shows that we have lined up.
Yes.
You guys can go into the new and improved ECHOSPINEMUSIC on Instagram and in Facebook. We also have been invited by a band from Texas, Deep Six, right?
Yeah.
And they're coming to Cali, to LA to do some shows. We are invited with them to play a couple shows, so that's gonna be fun too. Other than that, feel free to check out everybody's page and the ECHOSPINEMUSIC, and you guys can have a heads up.
Yeah, that band, Six Deep, they're from Texas, and they're like on this Texas California tour, and they asked us to play 3 of their shows.
Shit.
Yeah, and the 19th, I believe we're playing at the Doll Hut, right? And then the 20th.
19th of what?
Eagles Nest, I think.
Yeah, it's a March. It's a March.
March,
Yeah,
okay.
March.
March 19th at the Doll Hut, Anaheim.
Yeah, and then the 20th is at the the Eagles Nest.
Nest.
March 20th at Eagles Nest in
Lawndale.
Lawndale.
Yeah,
Let's
Lawndale.
go.
And then the 21st, we're going back to the Metalbolic Brewing to go play over there.
You guys are on a trajectory. It's like when you go up the escalator, you put
Yeah.
your foot there and you just wait for it to take you up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's-
tell these guys: is aim for the stars. Maybe you'll hit the moon.
And you know what? We're like I said, we're just being super humble. I'm with a great group of guys. You know what I mean? We just kind of just put it out there, and we're just having fun.
So when's your next show?
Our next show, February 7th at the Corbin Bowl
Corbin Bowl, yeah.
in Tarzana. Yeah,
In
we'll
Tarzana.
be
Catch
be
them
over
out
there.
at the Corbin
Corbin
Bowl?
Bowl. I think it's
Yes.
called Bar 10 or something like that.
Bar
yeah,
10?
yeah.
It's like a bowling alley.
Like a bowling alley, then it has the
Catch
Kinda
them
like the
on
Lucky
their
Strike in Hollywood.
Instagram. I'm sure they'll post it, and on the Harmony and Hustlin podcast, whenever they post stuff, I try to repost it
Right,
as well. Do you guys want to go through and give your socials, or are you guys just fine with the ECHOSPINEMUSIC on IG?
Yeah, our
Any
new
Spotify?
no, not
not
Spotify,
yet.
but
Okay,
our new
not yet. We manifest here, not yet.
Yes,
Any
we.
TikToks?
I have,
He's gonna be taking that pretty soon.
Not yet, but
not
soon.
yet,
But we do have a new Instagram. It's called ECHOSPINEMUSIC. That's gonna be our new one. So please, everybody, follow that.
ECHOSPINEMUSIC.
Yes, yes. And then a big shout out to all the bands. We've met so many great bands. In no
cool.
particular order, like Invile, Taro, Lifer,
Hola. Shout out to Hola.
Great band. You know, like
Fuck yeah.
it's
Don't forget Massacutor.
Massacutor, of course, Massacutor. You know what I mean? You know, Vulture Blood.
Vulture
You know,
Blood.
those are all really great bands, and I could not give so much praise for all these bands. And I'm so happy. We are so happy to, you know, put them on a pedestal with us. You know, to get them out there. You know, like we are just we're so humble to be doing this. We're so grateful, and we couldn't ask for anything else.
So one last question. What message do you want to leave like to your fans and your supporters? Basically, or new listeners that would find you perhaps through other gigs or through this podcast. What message do you guys want to send to them for your music or for what they want to experience?
Well, if you're in for a good show and for some great bands, because, you know, wherever you find Echospine, you're going to have a tale of great other bands. We are not the show. The bands that we have, whoever we're playing with, are the show. You know what I mean? We just want people to come to check out our show and just be like, that was pretty dope. You know, we want them to walk away to be like, you know what, that was pretty dope. That was pretty cool.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty much it right
I
there.
want you guys to all chime in on this, by the way.
And to add, we're the real deal. We are the real deal. These guys here sitting down, they're like insanely talented, and I can assure you, for everyone that comes to the shows, you're gonna get real music. Nothing that we're doing is covered. Everything is being created from ground zero. And also, you know, feel free to come up to any of the guys at any show, and then, you know, you'll get good feedback about it. You know, that's the purpose. And then we'll take on every band that we can to help out. You know, for whatever blessing we get, we'll try to give it to the rest of the bands.
Give it back, yeah, definitely.
That's the purpose.
Absolutely. And then, you know, shout out to our sponsors. You're a sponsor too, right? You know, Miss Stargirl over here. Yes, you're a sponsor too. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
This is pretty dope.
Yeah,
Like, thank you so much. You know, for you to be at NAMM and documenting the whole, you know, the behind the scenes, the whole thing. We are grateful for that. You know, people like you is what makes this rock.
Thank you for
You know
the
what I mean?
support. Thank you for being
No
a good
doubt.
friend. Thank you for
Seriously.
inviting us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being there.
I was telling
recording
Jared,
us.
I'm like, I don't just have anyone on the podcast. I have to believe in the music. I have to
Yeah.
believe in the people. Like, if I don't, I just don't do it. So I'm grateful for you guys. And I wanted to add, he's wearing an ECHOSPINE sweater. So
Yeah.
where can people find your merch? Because your shirts are pretty sick. I've got to get one. I saw your mom's tank top. She was wearing a
Yeah.
NAMM.
Well,
I want one of those. I
so-
can't do a guy's shirt. I'm a girl. I need
so
a
that
tank
one
top.
was a custom one.
I know. I'm gonna
But
have to
normally
custom make mine.
you can't find our stuff online. You just have to come to our shows and just pick them up from there.
Okay.
But we're building on that part.
It's just like, you know, the old school way of things. You know, if you like our stuff, come to our show, buy a shirt from us. We don't charge an arm and a leg, and we're not making money with this. This is just to, you know, basically reinvest and make more.
For now,
for now.
because I really did like your mom's tank top. That was cute. I was like, oh my god, I want
that was a
one.
custom one. You know, but we're gonna make some more.
Right, but so far we only have T-shirts, but you know, we work as we sell more.
For
and
now,
then for now,
yeah.
then we might expand into like maybe like beanies, bucket hats. I don't know, maybe sweatbands.
I like
even some
Smell
panties.
stepping in. He's the
You know,
salesman.
maybe some panties because, you know, hey, you want to rock out to
We're also gonna be selling toilet paper, ECHOSPINE toilet paper.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a total.
and
You know what I mean?
you can
You
pick
can never go wrong.
and you
And
can
his
pick
face is
Listen
gonna
you
be
can
on
pick the
there.
faces.
while you're cleaning.
Like we're gonna have five different models. So we have one we have his face, one we have his, one we have Jake's. So Jake's will be like the light one, and then
No, mine's gonna be the most expensive because I'm worth that much.
there you go. Yeah.
All right.
So I mean,
I'm the
it's
premium.
it's on your budget. You like
I'm the
premium,
double fly.
then you get Jake's.
You like 2-ply, well, we've got you.
Dumps is gonna be like the porta potty.
Yeah,
toilet
I'll be
paper,
like
so.
the most affordable
Costco
one.
ain't
you
got
know?
nothing on us. Watch.
Dollar roll.
There you go.
Throw it at us on stage as we play.
There you go.
You see,
We should
you
get a
see why I
toilet
love
paper
you
gun
guys?
up.
You see why I love you guys?
Yeah.
Like
We
we
got
make
fog
our
guy and a
own
toilet paper
fog.
guy.
It says ECHOSPINE when it comes
Yeah.
out of the fog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's what the whole point
but yeah,
is.
but can we do a shout out real quick?
Yes, of course.
I want to shout out to Taro, Kyle, Enrique, the crew, the Vulture Blood crew, Max, Savannah, Will from Invile, Noah from Lifer, Olak. They're a new band too. They're up and coming. We have to take a look at them.
Sick band.
They're
Sick drummer.
sick.
Cindy,
Freaking badass
sick
band.
drummer.
I saw. Wait, are you guys
Badass.
playing with them soon? I saw that they were on the top of a flyer. I get so many.
It's gonna be at the Eagle
said-
Fest.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to check them out because someone else was telling me about them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they're fairly new, but you know, they debuted their first show at the Metalbolic Brewing, and they are really
They blew our
good.
minds. They were
Really
you
good.
know,
freaking
you know,
badass.
you know something about that? That day on Metabolic, there was 2 bands that had 2 girl drummers, Savannah Invile and Ulak Cindy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you know, it's just to show that you know we're trying to push anyone, anything, and whatever we can. So there's no you know limits. These girls are killing it,
Absolutely.
killing it.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and speaking of Invile, they have a show coming up at the Whiskey Go Go, right, in March. Yeah, we're all going to be out there too. So, you know, shout out
Yep.
to those guys.
I
You know,
want to try to make that too.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm gonna try to make that. That's so cool. You
Yeah.
guys are so awesome.
yeah, we're out there just trying to, you know, it's not about us. It's just about supporting the scene and whoever we come in contact with. That's good. We want to support good bands. You know what I mean? That's it. You know.
And a big shout out to all the clubs that we've been playing.
Absolutely.
Big shout out.
Absolutely.
Viper Room.
Viper
Invited us
Room.
more than one time.
Tommy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, at the Viper Room, the
Eagle's
Whiskey,
Nest,
the Valley Rocks.
Valley Rocks.
Valley Rock.
Sideshow. Shout out to
Sideshow.
Sherman. That was our very first
Actually,
gig
Sideshow,
ever.
big,
Sideshow.
big.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The
'cause that was
Sideshow.
our first show.
The Sideshow was the very first show we ever played on, you know, in August of 2025.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be back there in February, so it's gonna be like a big old giant like
Oh,
full
that's
circle.
full
Yeah, that
That's
one's
where
gonna
I
be a
met these
pretty cool.
guys.
I think that's like February 21st. Yes, yeah, that's gonna be
Any
pretty.
shout
dope.
outs you guys want to give before we wrap up?
Yeah. Shout out to ECHOSPINE for letting me join.
Shout out to my mom for having
Shout out
me.
to
My
ECHOSPINE.
dad.
I mean, I just want to give a shout out to
Shout out
you
to
know,
the doctor who slapped me on the butt.
Yeah.
you know, shout out Metabolic Brewing, you know,
How about you,
and
Jake? Any
all
shout
those
out?
guys.
Shout out to my job so I can afford all these shows and all these bands.
That's a good one.
Shout out to the job. I'm tired. Give this
Bro,
guy a
you have no
raise.
idea.
Shit.
You have no idea.
Fuck. He's 22.
22, everybody. 22
Shit.
over here.
You gotta do this while I'm young, because
But-
when
but-
I'm your
but you know
guys'
what? A
age, I
big
ain't gonna be
shout-out.
handle all 3 bands.
When you're Dumpa's age, your back's gonna hurt.
He's a working musician. Damn it.
The biggest shout out goes to you know people like you helping us out,
Yep.
believing in our craft, believing in everything that we do.
Absolutely.
You know, like Fresco, Metabolic.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it just to show there is people out there that are willing to help and willing to give you that one chance, and that's all you need, one chance.
That's it.
One opportunity.
That's it.
You know, and once we get that one chance, we you know we
One
hustle.
chance, yeah.
Big shout
And
out to
they-
Denise. She has not missed one show.
And Denise,
You know,
yeah,
and I
Denise.
legit love her, and I love like it's just a really good vibe being around you guys and being around her and getting to know you guys. I've worked with and met a lot of bands, and some of them are my friends, and some of them, you know, I met, and it just feels really good to tell other people about your music and everything. I just don't see like a cap or a limit on you guys, your projects, your side projects. I really don't. So I hope you motherfuckers is ready.
Yeah, we're ready, and when we're ready, you're coming with.
Yep.
You know that. You know
One
what I mean?
last shout out.
Okay.
big shout out to the haters. My number one fan.
You know who you
You
are.
know who you are.
You know who you are.
Damn.
I love that. Okay, well,
I just
as
like
we
chiming
wrap
in.
this up, thank you guys for coming down from where you're coming down to the studio.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for
Val,
having
give
us.
some love to Echo Spine, okay? Follow them on IG at Echo Spine Music. This is what Harmony and Hustlin' is all about: passion, grind, and real artistry. Make sure you follow them, listen to their music, and support their journey and live shows, okay? I'm your host, Stargirl, and we'll see you next time. Until then, keep hustling with harmony and living in your power. Horns up, guys. Let's go. Thank you.